Hello guys, another video from my car as every Saturday. Not that much about Laravel, but more about dev career, success, productivity, mindset, and stuff like that. Recently, I started reading a lot of famous people biographies, not only IT like Steve Jobs or someone like Elon Musk, but not necessarily. People like Benjamin Franklin or Nelson Mandela or famous figures from Stoicism are also relevant as well. And I've noticed a pattern, what changed in their lives, how they became famous. Not necessarily famous, but what changed in their lives so they would reach kind of the next level of their career or general kind of level in life. And in a minute, I will get back to how it works with developers. So the thing I'm talking about is responsibility. So at some point in their lives, they decided to take on real serious project or idea, like write a book, write a novel, like go into war with someone, like create Apple or Tesla or whatever, or they were assigned a task that was really important and full of responsibility. And then if they had a talent and if they worked hard enough, then they skyrocketed in their career or endeavor or life in general. And then I started thinking that similar pattern happens in developer or in fact anyone's career. You start learning how to code, how to create websites, applications and stuff like that. You usually start with small, insignificant projects or personal projects, some freelancing on the side maybe, some junior developer positions, and then at some point you start working on a serious project if you're lucky and if you're good enough. Someone gives you the responsibility. And then it's a question to you whether you take that responsibility and go all in. And it's very hard in the beginning. So you get the responsibility for some very serious feature in a serious project. And at first you have no idea what you're doing. It's too hard. Everything is new. Everything is much more complicated than you have done previously. But if you tackle the challenge and if you go through challenge and you win and you appear on the other side as a winner, then your career is usually jumping at least one step or a few steps ahead immediately. And in general, I would say developer's career is not a linear thing. It's more like jumps, more like steps. So you work in one company or on one project, which doesn't really change much over like months or even years. And then at some point you need to change the job. You need to start a new project. You need to change your role to manager position, for example, or lead developer or something. You need to adapt a new technology into existing framework or project. Something really significant which gives you more responsibility, especially if that responsibility is about leading people. So that's even the next jump. Usually it happens at mid-level, maybe even towards senior. You start leading other people. You start making decisions about how project should work instead of listening to other people's decisions, giving you the tasks to implement. And then your mindset shifts. Then you take on that responsibility for the project as well as for other people's results in the long run. And then if you are successful at that, then you become eventually a senior developer with really successful career. So my advice to you at whatever stage of your career you are, or maybe a question to you, when was the last time that you take on real responsibility? Start a new project, implement something more complicated, lead the team or something like that. That would help you grow as a developer and as a person as well. And getting back to the initial thought of this video, those famous people that I'm reading biographies about, those people, every one of them at some point took responsibility, either themselves wanting that responsibility or assigned responsibility by someone. So I hope you will take responsibility and will achieve great things with that. That's it for this time and see you guys in other videos.